G'day gang, Danny, how's it going folks? Back in the Elder Scrolls Online Necrom, the final quest. Lettermill the Wise.
While we contemplate the best method for tracking down Torvasad, there are two other tasks we must accomplish, Proxy. One concerns updating the records of Apocrypha. The other requires us to return to Necrom and rectify the original anomaly of fate.
The records of Apocrypha?
Scrooge can provide more information, as it is a vital part of her job. After repairing a thread of fate, she must record the final details in the Chronicle of Apocrypha. Having your name inscribed therein is a great honor.
And what was that about Necrom?
Necrom, one of the first threads of fate we investigated to uncover the identity of Apocrypha's enemies, and it is the only one we did not resolve. We must accompany Gadain back there so he can return the Fulcrum Obscura. But first, talk to Scroot.
All right.
Scroot can tell you all about the process for inscribing her records in the Chronicle of Apocrypha. You should talk with her. Meanwhile, I shall discuss arrangements for returning to Necrom with Curate Gadain.
You and the curate have become pretty close, haven't you?
As have you and I, Proxy. That is only natural when allies face unimaginable danger at each other's side. Beyond that, I would prefer if we did not mention this again.
Scroot?
My role has always been to observe and repair the lines of fate, never to unduly influence them, no matter how sorely I'm tempted. So while I was waiting, it was just a nervous habit that I haphazardly started checking the nearby lines of fate.
I thought we were supposed to talk about the Chronicle of Apocrypha. Scroot?
The Chronicle can wait. This is more important. Why else would I have even mentioned anything mortal? It's like no one ever listens to a word I say. Anyway, I noticed an anomalous thread not far from here, at the prismatic Irish shore.
An anomalous thread?
A fate anomaly. The sacred task appointed to me. My job is to spot and correct them. It's really important, but you don't care. I think it's the stolen glyphic. Removing it from the mythos triggered the irregularity. Luckily, I happened to spot it.
If it is the glyphic, we have a chance to find Torvasad and recover it.
Not us, mortal. Just you. And Melon, I suppose. Only Fate's Chosen can resolve this, and that's still you. The prismatic Irish shore's north of here. Meet us in Cypher's Hall after you deal with Torvasad. Then we can update the Chronicle.
Go to...
Can I get you anything, Laramil?
No, thank you, Gadain. I am mostly recovered from our ordeal.
He's so concerned. Alright, to the prismatic Irish shore. I didn't think we'd actually have much to do. I thought we would just go to a place and we'd celebrate and that's it. Usually that's the way it goes for the final quest. Well, let's see what happens. So let's bring out Sharp as Night.
Scroot's penchant for noticing anomalies of fate is impressive. But this might not be Torvasad and the glyphic. It could be anything. Up that path to the left. I think that's where the anomaly
Another
is.
one. Confounded thing.
Why is
You
this...
have an intelligent look about you. A moment of your time?
Why is Azanda here? The quest came and then it disappeared. Hang on a second, what's going on here?
There is nothing quite like the smell of a puck.
Okay, that's maybe because somebody else was rolling around. It's the first time they'd seen him, and it popped up for us as well. I don't know. Very strange.
No matter what we encounter, remember you literally have a Telvanni Magister in your pocket.
I do. I won't forget that. You'll never let me forget that.
I sense something amiss. Use my ghost sight to look around.
Ghost sight?
This bridge wasn't here a moment ago. I suggest we cross it.
Search for the fate anomaly.
Look!
Torvasad!
Again.
Hi.
It doesn't matter what you foresee.
Reality, you must all forget.
And there it is! Another piece of my memory restored. We should speak, mortal. The Prince of Fate thinks himself so perfect, but for all his power, he couldn't eliminate the memory he so desperately sought to hide. Not from my dreams, not from his own mind. And now, I remember most of it. Only one secret remains to uncover.
I don't understand, Torvasad.
Why would you? You are merely mortal. But I have wandered the plains of oblivion for eons, an outcast with no clan. I believed I was formed that way, a forgotten scrap of creation, until the dream began to haunt me, a fragment of an ancient memory.
The dream that started all of this?
No, the dream that will end it, that will finally restore all that was lost. Hermaeus Mora caused all this with his greed and selfishness. He made us all forget. He made me forget.
Tell me, what secret was so dangerous it had to be obliterated? What did Mora make you forget?
There was another Daedric prince, my prince. A prince that saved me and preserved just enough of my memory so that I could one day save them in return. A prince whose jealous and craven siblings cast down and wiped from the annals of history.
Another Daedric prince? Do they still exist?
No prince of oblivion can truly be destroyed. The final glyphic contains that secret. How to find them and restore them to their rightful place. And then, Mora will answer for his crimes. See for yourself. I leave the glyphic for you to examine.
Well, I guess I should examine it.
You go too far, Mora. It doesn't matter what you foresee. You can't do this to another prince. Or to the rest of us, for that matter.
You have seen the damage Prince Athelia has already done to the fabric of fate. If left unchecked, reality will unravel.
All of us must agree, Mora. And I definitely do not. Memories are sacrosanct. As are the domains of the princes.
You can't punish someone for something they might possibly do.
I must. The risk is too great. I am truly sorry, but there is no alternative. For the sake of reality, you must all forget. What was forgotten has been remembered. We must speak.
That's a real cool effect.
Too late. Too late. The door sealed long ago is opened. Just a crack. But the damage is done. That which was forgotten is now remembered.
Was all that true? Is there another Daedric prince?
The memories released from the two glyphics are accurate and true. Athelia, the Prince of Paths, the mistress of the untraveled road, the unseen. Her ability to alter fate, to shape destiny to her liking, was a threat to all reality. It still is.
I don't understand.
What mortal could? The Fate Changer is an arbiter of chaos, who can unravel the strands of fate and rearrange them to suit her every whim. Her very existence endangers everything. I saw no other way to preserve reality than to do what I did.
You took away everyone's memory of Prince Athelia?
I gathered my fellow princes and revealed the danger I foresaw. Most agreed to aid me, some refused. In the end, it did not matter. I erased Ethelia from history. But I could not erase my own memories. Those I sealed in the 3 primordial glyphics.
What about Torvasad?
Torvasad. Something I did not foresee. An agent of Ethelia, hidden for all these eons. Her contingency plan. Her revenge. At least the final glyphic is secure. Until it is found and opened, reality remains safe. For now, return to Cypher's Midden.
Oh, that goes. And there goes Hermes Mora.
Forgotten Prince, do you think Torvasad... Nope, never mind. I'm not curious. Curiosity just gets people killed.
That's right, Sharp. Alright, so let's go back to Cypher's Midden.
Let's ride.
Let's ride. I was a little bit worried I was just gonna dive because I didn't use that ghost sight. Yep, there's the quest again.
Another one. Confounded thing. You have an intelligent look about you.
And there it goes. Wonder what would happen if I talked to him with the Zunder out. My computer would play blue screen or something. Ah, here we go. This is the typical quest I was expecting. Everybody's here.
Looks like the mortal is good for more than just crawling through some old books. Actually, Hezek thinks you did some nice work.
Did Madam Wynne appreciate the boon?
Yes, so pleased that she knocked a century off my debt. That's not a lot compared to the full amount, but Hezek still appreciated it. I didn't mention your help. Hope you don't mind. Maybe it could be our little secret.
Just this one time? Who else is here? Who else? Where is... Oh!
May I have a word?
Meln the Mouthless. Thaddeus Cosma's here.
Meddler! Seems you're a natural at getting involved in the affairs that move and shape the planes. I won't bore you with how much celestial energy it's taking to be here right now, but just know that I'm impressed.
What's next for you, Thaddeus?
I can tell you that it won't involve time travel. I won't go near the stuff. Not for a long time. Wait, is that a paradox?
Cypher, Moria and Xenos, what are you doing back here?
Are you gonna climb the shelves with me? Eat with our ears? Listen with our hands? Don't worry, I'm invisible. Did the spell dance and everything. But if someone does see me, I'll talk like a person. They will realize that I'm not.
What are you doing here? I thought you were in hiding.
I am hiding. Didn't you hear me? I did the invisibility dance. I'm even crouching tactically behind this crate. You can only see me because you helped me before. We're tied now. Just don't betray me to the eyes and their shadows.
How did you get in here?
Same as everyone else. I followed the spiders. I couldn't miss this. Imagine if I had to read about your celebration between the covers of a history report.
Well, try not to get caught.
Don't worry, I haven't gotten caught in such a long time. No, I'll stay here until the eyes swim from these shores and make a wake for me to follow. It's so much easier than fighting the current, don't you think?
Alright. Mel, relax. I'll be with you in a second. Have a chat to some of the other people here. Cypher, who's Margot?
Margot is overjoyed to see you again. Have you given any more thought to becoming an official addition to the Rectory's chorus? Even a short stay. Perhaps just a century or two? Think it over. The Rectory's doors will always be open to you.
Is there a risk that a rogue mind will take over the Rectory again?
I'd say that risk will always be there, yes. But if it happens again, I'll be prepared. Thanks to you.
Agrushna?
It's good to see you again. I had no idea that what you did in Quire's Wine was only one of many labors in Apocrypha. I'm honored to be a part of your story.
How are things in Quire's Wine? Have you gone back inside yet?
I've ventured inside twice now. The corrupting influence of the scrolls is gone, and I was in no danger of succumbing to the hush. But madness still grips the Daedra and my fellow ciphers. I'm afraid Quire's Wine isn't yet safe.
So what now?
I'll have to wait it out. I believe the damage Cipher Sabinius caused is slowly fading. In time, the denizens of Quire's Wine will remember themselves and get back to the Great Eye's work.
Let's get rid of Sharp. Just in case he then shows up here somewhere. Because I can see a Xander over there. Plautus?
Thank you again for returning the numinous grimoire to Cipher's Midden and foiling Akasern's horrible ambitions. Your inscription into the Great Eye's Chronicle is well-deserved. Congratulations, Traveler.
Thank you. Is the numinous grimoire secure now?
I decided it would be better to find a Daedric guardian for the grimoire. It's unfair to hide knowledge from those who seek it, but some books are simply too dangerous for mortals. No more ciphers will lose their minds in the numinous grimoire.
Good to hear. Tis?
The Cenotaph firmly remains in remnant control, thanks to you. Our group is stronger than ever.
What will you do now?
Since our purge of the Dream Carvers, the remnants feel renewed. We have dedicated ourselves to regaining everything that we lost.
How have the other remnants not learned about the crux?
That is a mystery. When we entered, our voices silenced. Perhaps that knowledge stays locked within the crux. Or perhaps our Lord Mora does not wish that knowledge to spread. Who are we to question such a judgment?
Zenkif?
For a mortal to help so much, we find it encouraging. Perhaps we cannot understand our fates at first glance. Fighting against the odds could only be part of the calculation.
How have the remnants fared since the attack?
Our judgment was flawed. We saw an end where only a challenge stood. Now the remnants find renewed purpose. We shall lift the sword and shield once again.
Did I miss anybody? Saifa Mukish.
The Watchling summoned us to witness a new entry get inscribed in the Chronicle of Apocrypha. It must be the record of a truly significant event to demand such an audience.
Mina Shai?
Good to see you again, friend. Amazing to see how influential you've been. Truly remarkable. Now, if you're like me and need a break from conversing, I have a few tomes tucked in my robes for casual reading. Just say the word.
Have you asked Firmius Mora why he left you in that cycle?
Me? Question the Prince of Fate? I would never. No, that's laughable. I have journaled about it, though.
Yep. So we have the Cipher, Morbid Observer.
Greetings, adventurer. Having spent so long trapped away unseen, I'll admit to having been somewhat anxious about attending this ceremony. But not long ago, someone showed me the virtues of everyday courage. Thank you for that.
What will you do now?
Minaishai and I are tending to the cloisters. There is a great deal of upkeep that we must catch up on now that the cycle has been broken.
Zirok?
You are one of the most impressive mortals I've ever met. Well done earning a place in the Chronicle of Fate.
What's the state of the apogee?
We decided to restore its glory rather than abandon it. Some of the knowledge was one of a kind and is lost for now. Everything still exists in the Great Eye's marvelous mind, of course. He'll replace the missing knowledge when he sees fit.
Oh, there you are. Let's talk to Land. Let's talk to Ogle.
Happy to see your favorite watchling in one piece? Not a single frayed tentacle thanks to you. I don't know how you mortals do it. Gallivanting about all weak and fleshy and susceptible to death. But that makes what you did all the more impressive.
Next time, be more careful with which relics you send for destruction.
Oh, trust me. Lesson learned. Especially after having to deal with that Imperial. He was exceedingly strange.
That old man we met tells me tales of your exploits. I appreciate you helping us both in Fathom's Drift.
How are you holding up?
Well enough. It feels like a part of me is missing. But I want to thank you for everything you've done, for me and for our peoples.
I was concerned. But my son and I are building new memories together. Thank you.
All this with your son must be very difficult.
It is, occasionally. I'm trying to keep a positive outlook, though. We've been reunited, and for that, I'm thankful for what you've done.
Azanda?
You're the talk of the realm, cohort. As always, I'm exquisitely pleased that we had the opportunity to work together.
There are plenty more adventures ahead of us.
Well said. And you can count on me for every one.
Yeah, I don't know about that. There might be. There might be. There's potential. Vorm?
It's good to see you again, friend. Especially now that I can greet you with more than inky tentacles and tattered pages. You showed my sister and I a kindness that we don't often see in Apocrypha. I hope the rest of your time here has been fruitful.
Try not to turn yourself into any more inanimate objects.
Believe me, I don't plan on it. Being a book felt very... stiff.
Oh, Vorm. He's skilled.
Fancy seeing you here, friend. Should have known you'd poke your nose in more than just my brother's study. You should consider becoming a gleaner. We're always looking for inquisitive minds and curious gossips. I can even put in a good word.
What's next for you and your brother?
We were thinking of visiting another plane of oblivion. Maybe the realms of Boethia, or perhaps the myriad realms of revelry? I hear those can be nice.
Is anybody lurking around here somewhere? Hiding? You never know. For a little swim? No? Okay. Sharp as night didn't rock up. But there could be a reason for that. Laramil?
I wish to hear all about what you found at the prismatic Irish shore. But I can wait my turn. Meln has manifested and wants to speak with you.
Did you do it? Did you find Torvasad and recover the second glyphic? Wait, don't tell me. Not yet. Meln seems like he has something important he wants to discuss with you.
Yep, he sure does. Meln the Mouthless?
Magister Goreth referred to you as the mouth of the mouthless. I suppose that fits. Look, I've never been very good at this, but I wanted to thank you. In life, I was a secluded old wizard who cared nothing for anything but magic and my own studies.
We couldn't have got through all this without you, Meln.
Nonsense. My enormous intellect certainly came in handy, but your fate's chosen. You would have found a way, with or without me. But I'm glad you rescued me from Shalreni, that you took me on this adventure. If I never escape this soul gem...
Perhaps Laramil knows a way to free you, and Cura Gadain has experience with the dead.
Maybe. I'm in no rush. Adventuring is a new experience for me. I'm content to follow along for now. I'm going to rest for a while. Remember, as long as you have my gem, if you ever need me, just call. Now, talk to Scroot about the Chronicle.
Scrooty?
Hello, mortal. The Great Eye told me what happened. Even though things didn't go exactly the way we hoped, we're all still here. That means reality is stable. For now. I'm as surprised as you, but existence is resilient. At least, for another day.
Why did you want me to meet you here, Scroot?
Laramil and I spoke with a few of the ciphers, and we're all in agreement. We want to add your story to the Chronicle of Apocrypha. Only the most momentous events make it into that sacred volume. I also wanted to say, you expanded my outlook.
What do you mean, Scroot?
I always saw fate as black and white, set in stone, unchangeable. But now I see that not every aberration is a disaster. Not every surprise a mistake. Thanks for that. Now, let's inscribe you in the Chronicle. Then Curate Gadain wants to see you. Let it be known that the name of Fate's chosen shall be entered into the Chronicle of Apocrypha, to be remembered forever for actions accomplished in service to Fate.
That's not all. They also helped return 3 very important tomes to their proper place in the sidereal cloisters.
Yep, that's true. Everybody here remember that, okay? That important fact. Curate Gadain.
The time has come for me to return to Necrom and complete my mission for the Abbey. When I present the Fulcrum Obscura to the Abbot, I'd like you to be at my side. Our side. Laramil wants to come too. Isn't that nice?
That's nice. I'll go with you, Gadain.
That's good. That's very good. I appreciate it. Besides, I want to let the Abbot know what you did. You preserved Nirn, as well as Apocrypha, through your actions. By the way, did you find Torvasard? Laramil has been dying to know what happened.
Torvasard opened the glyphic and got away. There's still danger, but Mora said it wasn't imminent.
All right. Not imminent is better than imminent. If the Prince of Fate needs you, he can find you on Nirn as easily as here in Apocrypha. I'm sure there's more to it, but that's your business. I'll leave it to you and Laramil.
I'll meet you in Necrom, Gadain.
I must consider the best parts of the necropolis to show to Laramil. She wants to see everything. We'll meet you in Necrom, friend. At the necropolis.
So Laramil wants a tour of the catacombs now, does she?
Yes, she's being quite insistent on... Wait a moment, are you having a jest with me? Laramil is a special person, as I'm sure you already know. We're just friends, I think. I don't know what I'm saying. We'll meet you back in Necrom.
Aha! Okay, so, I guess... I thought you were going to open up a portal or something. There's no cheering or anything like that, no? None of that? Okay, I guess I'll go back to Necrom then. Let's find the Way Shrine. It was quite nice how that one person, the Cypher, was like, oh yeah, and he also did this. Nobody cared. Alright, Necrom Way Shrine. Up to the top. Back to the Telvanni Peninsula. It has been a little while, hasn't it?
Have you heard? Necrom Abbey will soon reopen.
Truly. That's good to hear. The necropolis is the heart of the city.
We have been in Apocrypha for quite some time. Whoops. So long, in fact, I have no idea where I'm going. The Necropolis. The first chimera to arrive in the region carved crypts deep within the bedrock, and other things.
Curate Gadain asked me to watch for you. He's waiting for you through the door to the east.
Dorena?
Do not delay! There's a large celebration and Curate Gadain is waiting for you. Take the door to the east.
Okay. This is a celebration. Here we go.
Well done, Curate. With the sacred relic returned, I feel it's safe to once again open the necropolis. Now, why don't you say a few words about your adventures?
Say a few words? Me?
Naryu?
So, Hero, I take it you've been up to your old tricks. I'm not sure how much of what I heard I actually believe, but if the danger was as great as they indicated, I'm glad you were on hand to stop it. Just don't let the attention go to your head.
What's next for you, Naryu?
I think I deserve some time off. A woman can only slit so many throats and stab so many backs before she needs a hot bath and a bottle of wine. Make that 2 bottles. And if I can find some company to share it with, all the better.
I might be available.
An interesting offer, but I think I'll pass. I was thinking more of something casual and meaningless. Someone or someones I won't mind gutting once I've had my fun. I'd rather not put any more holes in you than you already have.
Sure.
Rubbing elbows with the elite of the Telvanni Peninsula. Don't get too important, or I might wind up receiving a writ with your name on it one day.
What are you doing here?
I'm not here on business, if that's what you're asking. I don't get to see all these mages and pilgrims in my line of work. While I won't say that it's nice to be among them, it is a change from my usual routine.
I see Naryu's here too.
I know. We meet up when we're in the same area. It gives us an opportunity to compare notes.
Are you friends?
The Morag Tong aren't a small organization, but our work isolates us. And there are very few of our number that I find tolerable. Naryu is usually one of them.
If you're not here on business, why are you here?
Well, currently I'm taking advantage of our host's hospitality. Powerful figures rarely go to the effort of providing food and drink when I show up at their door.
And what will you do now?
Wait until I'm issued another writ. Keep my skills honed and do my best to avoid feeling aimless. I think the Grand Master wanted me on hand in case the Telvanni couldn't deal with Master Shelreni's threat, but you handled that. Thanks, I guess.
Sharp as night. Buddy.
Hey, Merc. Looks like you've been keeping busy. Didn't know the people of this peninsula had it in them to show this kind of gratitude. Color me surprised. I'd say you earned it.
What are your thoughts on parties, Sharp?
Haven't been too many. I suspect they're not really my thing. I'd hope there'd be fewer people, and more food and drinks. But you're here, so it's not a complete waste of time.
Thanks, Sharp. It's good to see you.
This one could not leave these lands without giving thanks to a true friend of the Bandari. This one's caravan sends warm tidings as well. We did not know your heroics extended to others on the peninsula as well.
You still have the Eye of Bandar.
This one was eager to pass it to the next generation of Bandari. He traded it to his nephew for a sweet roll. To feel it pass from this one's hands, there are no words, Walker. It felt right. May luck be with you all of your days.
Safe travels to you too.
This one could not leave these lands without giving...
Amajar Relasi?
I'll be honest and tell you I didn't want to come here. I hoped to put Salen Mora behind me. Even if I ended up looking like the hero who stopped the Lark of Rosgard, we both know the truth.
I was just thinking he's got to be here somewhere. Did you come because you thought the Lark might be here?
The thought had crossed my mind. But it would hardly be sporting making an arrest and taking attention off your good deeds. I'm here to tell you that you're an inspiration. Your heroism across the peninsula has given me something to aspire to.
Really?
Certainly. It's made me realize that story with the Lark can be one of many in my service as an armiger. That story will still end with me catching him, though. Mark my words.
Good luck, Relasi.
May the blessings of St. Voorhees be upon you. I was hoping you'd say hello. The shrine has had an influx of visitors, just as I thought it would. When I heard you would be attending the reopening celebration, I had to come and show my appreciation.
You felt comfortable leaving the talisman under someone else's watch?
What? Why? You don't think that thief would return? Oh no, I never should have left! I just came to ask, but it hardly matters, does it? I could have just made something up.
What did you come to ask?
All the pilgrims care about is hearing how you and Relasi stopped the Lock of Rosgard. But I don't know very much about you. I'll just ask the others here about your exploits. Then I'm headed straight back to the shrine.
Good idea. I've got to go and see something over here. Ah, what's this? Lark, what are you doing, buddy?
Didn't think we'd meet again so soon, did you? I heard about this gathering and figured I should stop by.
Aren't you worried about being spotted by Relasi? She's just there.
No more than usual. Besides, maybe I want her to see me. Maybe I've been standing here waiting for her to look my way.
Is that what you're doing?
No. I really did come for the celebration. And I think the same can be said for her being here too. Well done helping out the peninsula. I hope our paths cross again soon. But not too soon.
Not too soon. Who else we got? Mouth of Abdru.
When you came to Old Isra to ask me about Master Sheldreni, I thought I was sending you to your death. Not from malice, mind you. I simply doubted she could be beaten by a wandering adventurer. I'm pleased to see that I was wrong.
What's next for you, Abdru?
Ah. You wonder if there's a place for Master Sheldreni's mouth in Old Isra after all the things she did. Do not worry for me. There are a number of vacancies in the Assembly of Masters. I could be very useful to a newly promoted master.
The Assembly won't blame you for serving Master Sheldreni?
That's what a mouth does. I loyally represented my master's interests against all opposition. And I demonstrated the discretion to put House Telvanni's interests first when Master Sheldreni became a threat. I shall find new employment quite soon.
Garalo?
Surprised to see me? I'll admit that deciphering Draenus' notes have proved to be quite the ordeal. A surprising number of sleepless nights. But I wouldn't have missed this for the world. Not when there are so many important people in attendance.
Seems you didn't need the prism after all.
You were quite right to warn me. Even so, sometimes late at night, it's like I hear it whispering to me.
Inspector?
Congratulations. I guess it turns out you were right to be suspicious about the Stormwing. I've heard stories about murder, illness, and cultists infiltrating the catacombs. A good thing you were there to handle things.
What will you do with a Stormwing?
I'll keep the Stormwing quarantined until I can get it properly fumigated. Sooner or later, the ship's owners will send a new captain and crew from Vivec City. If they can find anyone willing to serve on her, that is.
Thorin?
Can't believe it. Are you blessed by the Tribunal? To have achieved so much and saved so many? I knew you were capable after you helped me at Kemelzi. This is so much more.
I thought you'd be serving a new sacred site by now, Thorin.
Oh, I am. I sail for a small temple tomorrow. It won't be as grand as Kemelzi, but it will be quieter. The temple must be pleased with my diplomatic exploits. They're sending me to a place where I'll have to interact with more miscreants.
Where is the new temple?
I can't say. Sacred temple secrets to uphold. I thought my betters were going to be furious that I even told you about Kemel-Z. But apparently I made the correct decision.
Have you heard from Protus?
No, and I doubt I ever will. It seems like doors to Sothasil's laboratory are sliding shut forever. Protus will be all right. As far as I know, factotums don't experience loneliness. Sothasil, in his infinite wisdom, gave them that comfort.
Nathan?
It's you! Hello! I'm still getting the hang of this magic, and I have no idea if it's working. Can you and Dacia hear me? Am I coming through?
I can hear you. How are you holding up?
Missing Dacia, of course, but my mother's been teaching me how to project my image with magic. Isn't it brilliant? Anywhere she goes, I go too. Sort of. The image on this side isn't very... well, it's better than nothing.
It's good to see you outside of the tower.
And you! I just wanted to thank you. Dacia's traveling the world, she's radiant. I've never seen her so happy. I really think she's going to find this cure for me. I'm looking forward to the day when I can shake your hand in person.
And you, take care, Nathan.
It's you! Hello!
Yep.
I'm still getting...
I can't talk to Dacia. I can too. Yep.
I was booking a passage to leave the peninsula when I heard about a gathering at the necropolis. Glad I could make it. It's lovely to see you again. And Nathan's here too, in his own way. Did you see?
You're leaving the peninsula. Where are you headed?
I'll start at the Library of Vivec, then head over to Winterhold. Cecile and I have the whole route planned. And since she taught Nathan how to project his image, it's like he's here with me. Sort of. He's still getting the hang of it.
Why didn't Cecile think of that sooner?
Well, you know how receptive she is to ideas that aren't her own. I'm so glad I got to see you once more before I left. Thanks for helping me make the right choice. You're traveling too, right? Maybe we'll see you around.
Maybe. Safe travels, Dacia. Overseer Ulfangar.
Seems your helpful reach went far beyond my egg mine. Can't say I'm surprised. Marsa and Barlek would have been here to congratulate you, but they're busy getting things ready for reopening. So I hope thanks from an old and grateful overseer will do.
How goes work in the mine?
It's hard work, but we wouldn't have it any other way. And I do enjoy the antics of the script.
I'm glad I made it. Would you believe my superiors thought attending this celebration was frivolous? I wouldn't dare miss a chance to thank the savior of Anchor Egg Mine again. The consortium may underestimate the good you did, but I surely won't.
How are the workers doing?
Very well. Things at the mine are so much better since you came along.
Alright. We caught up with everybody. I think we're good. Let's proceed. Curate?
The abbot insisted on the immediate return of the relic, friend. Sorry you missed that part of the ceremony. But now he wants me to give a speech? I'd rather go back to Apocrypha with you and face a horde of corrupted lurkers.
Just tell the crowd what's in your heart. You'll do fine, Gidane.
Right, what's in my heart? Helpful to the end, that's you. Well, I might as well get this over with. Oh, while I pull my thoughts together, Laramil wants to talk to you.
You've got this, Gidane.
Since we seem to have a moment, tell me what occurred at the prismatic Irish shore.
Torvasad opened the glyphic of lost memories. I witnessed the secret too.
I see. Are you at liberty to tell me what the glyphic contained?
Mora raised the memory of another Daedric prince from existence. Ithelia, the Prince of Paths.
A forgotten Daedric prince. Only the one who knows could keep such a fact secret for so long. Is there anything else I should know, Proxy?
Torvasad isn't clanless. He's an agent of the Forgotten Prince. He wants to find the last glyphic.
Then I am sure Hermaeus Mora shall call upon us again when the time is right. You are still Fate's chosen, and I am your guide. But reality seems to be holding together for now. I think we have time to rest, to reflect, and to listen to Gadain.
Right. Let's see what Cure Gadain is going to tell the Assembly.
If there was an imminent danger, Hermaeus Mora would summon us. For now, bask in your victories, Proxy. You faced down Daedric princes and saved Apocrypha and Nirn. Take this, thanks from the one who knows, and a sign of friendship from me. Go on with your life, Proxy. When Hermaeus Mora needs us to resume the chase, I shall send word. Until then, I believe I shall remain here in Necrom for a time, restore the bindery, explore the necropolis, get to know Curate Gadain a little better.
So, Laramil, you and Gadain?
Grow up, Proxy. I am well over a century old. Young for an Altmer, but not without my share of romantic experiences. I find the curate to be intriguing. I wish to take the time we have to get to know him better, to see where things may lead.
Of course, Laramil. Are you sure we're finished here, though? Torvasad still seeks the third glyphic.
Yes, but he no longer has the resources of Vermina and Periite at his command. He used them, and they shall not soon forget that. So even with his many abilities, he will need time to plan before he can attempt another assault on Apocrypha.
But he will try again, right? He wants to recover the rest of the memory?
I expect so, as does the one who knows. Which is why you are still bound by his contract, and I am still on call to aid you. But that is tomorrow's concern. I shall send word when the threads of fate that bind us once again converge. Be well, Proxy. Say what is in your heart, Gadain.
Right. Thanks, Laramil. The abbot asked me to tell you about my adventures. How I recovered the sacred relic and saved the necropolis. But the truth is, I couldn't have done any of it without Fate's champion. Someone I'm proud to call my friend. Thanks to them, we saved the relic. We saved Nirn. We saved all of reality. All hail Fate's champion. All hail my friend.
Oh, look at that. I get a golf clap from Naru.
Thanks, Laramil. I couldn't have done any of this without you, too.
Gadain.
Yeah? Keep going. Keep talking, you two.
Did I do all right, friend? I didn't seem too nervous or ramble or anything, did I? No, but I'm doing it now, aren't I? Of course I am. If your travels ever bring you back to Necrom, please, come and visit. I'll never forget our adventures.
So, Gadain, you and Laramil there?
What? Did Laramil say something? Was I too forward? Not forward enough? Oh, I am so not good at this. How could I keep a secret from you? Laramil has agreed to stay in Necrom. At least for a while.
That's a great idea. Just make sure to pay attention. Laramil isn't one to hide her expectations.
Laramil has expectations? What sorts of... Oh! I see. Yes, I shall endeavor to monitor not only her words, but her gestures. I must seem like a country bumpkin to someone as sophisticated and traveled as Laramil. Oh, what's the use? I am a bumpkin.
Just be honest and be yourself, Gadain. You'll do fine.
You really think so? Thank you, my friend. It means a lot for you to say that. And I meant what I said. If you ever need my help, or a place to stay, or anything, don't hesitate to call on me. I learned so much at your side.
No problem. All good. Take care, folks. Naru? And that is Elder Scrolls Online Necrom. Folks, thanks for joining me on another adventure as we do this every year. Just about. I don't know what's in the future, whether there's going to be something at the end of the year. I think they're doing things a little different this time around, and this adventure may continue next year, but we'll see. Who knows? Maybe next month I'll say, nope, there's something coming out, so we shall see then. But until next time, take care, and I'll see you in the next video.